Hi guys, welcome back to the UK and Ireland tour. My name is Chris, aka Big Will, and today we have two games for you. We are at home in the Edinburgh Derby against Hearts, and we follow it up with a Viaplay Cup quarter-final tie away against Dundee. Since you were last with us, as you can see, form has been a little bit sketchy. Since that great result against Basel, we've won 2-0 at home to Motherwell, 4-2 away against Queen's Park, but then a run of 4 games without a win. A 2-0 draw at home against St Mirren, game in which we should have really been winning. We then got absolutely demolished by Manchester City by 5 goals to 0, a 1-0 draw away against Rangers, and a 2-0 defeat away against Sporting Lisbon. But the game against Lisbon was quite close. It took them until the 86th minute to break the deadlock, and then they just topped up after that. So we were quite unlucky, I think, overall. Um, but we have been struggling in the last few games, as you can see. So we really need to pick it up, and hopefully we can get some results today. A little bit of transfer news as well. Albanese has agreed to move away. He is going back to Italy for just over £1 million. And we have managed to make a couple of signings on deadline day. Sretan Graf came in from Dynamo Zagreb. He's a reasonable finisher, decent composure, really good amount of pace. He's going to come in as our second choice striker behind Santa Maria, and I'm really looking forward to getting him in the team. He's already started quite well with 3 goals in 5 games. And then we also signed Alexander Stankovic from Serbian side Partizan for £5 million, and he's a very good defender. His physical attributes are fantastic, mental attributes quite reasonable as well. And on his debut, he scored twice from set pieces. So he's clearly going to be a threat for us. 6'2", a jumping reach of 16, strength of 16 as well. He is going to be a very good player for us, especially on those attacking set pieces. We have finally managed to update our transfer revenue as well. We're up to 40% now. So we are potentially going to have a little bit more maneuverability subject to any sales that we do. And overall, we're looking pretty good with the squad. So going into this game, Hector Vasquez is back. We are training him to play in that attacking midfield role, to play in behind our centre forward. He's not particularly good at it just yet, but hopefully he will settle in. And to be quite honest, we're a strong team. It's just getting them results through the door. We've had a slow start to the season. Celtic have only lost 1 game so far, and that was actually against Hearts. Um, so we've got to be very, very careful today. But hopefully we can go out there and get the job done. We've obviously Manchester City is Manchester City. I'm not too disheartened by the fact that we got absolutely demolished by them. We are a little bit lacking defensively sometimes with this three at the back system. But overall, we do play some very good football, and I think our midfield is certainly the strongest it could be at the moment. Um, but again, it's just getting that rhythm, and I'm hoping we can get some kind of a result in the Champions League stage at some point. As Santa Maria couldn't quite win that header. Dior just coming into the penalty area, plays it across for Montano, and Zetterstrom making a good save. But yes, as I was saying, any kind of a result in the Champions League phase would certainly boost confidence. I think we're offering new contracts to a couple of players as well at the moment, because initially they had promises attached to them that they will play in central midfield, and obviously we don't really use that normal central midfield role anymore. So we're offering a couple of new contracts to try and get those promises gotten rid of, basically. Um, and hopefully they will go through very soon. And Vasquez has scored his first goal of the season. It's a very good strike from him. Obviously, playing in behind the striker, he's playing as that shadow striker role, and he's off the mark for the season following that injury layoff that he had from pre-season. And that is a very good finish as well, I might add, and a big boost to his confidence. Firing home, our top scorer from last season is back in the side with a goal. And that is exactly the kind of thing that we need. And especially if he can really develop himself in that attacking midfield role, we I think it's an improvement to the squad without having to buy anybody for that position. So fingers crossed, it all works out. But that is a very important goal for us. We take the lead here in the Edinburgh Derby in a game which does seem a little bit cagey. We've only had a few attempts at goal, and Hearts not really doing much going forward either. Here's Morrison. Lays it back into Welsh, who withdrew his transfer request as well, because he has been playing a little bit more than normal than previously. Santa Maria there with an effort going wide. He's really struggling again in front of goal. It's a big shame, really, because I still really rate him, but he's just not quite getting his rhythm at the moment in front of goal, and it is a little bit of a shame. But hopefully he'll find his way soon. And 1-0 at half time. Certainly an opportunity to push on in this second half. Hearts just with the one attempt at goal, nothing on target. We are very much the dominant side at the moment. Liam Morrison and Labe are struggling fitness-wise, so we are going to make a couple of changes now. Morrison can come off for Gueye, and we'll switch him and Dior around as well. And then Labe can come off also for Max Johnston. Strettengraf is on the bench today. He's been very, very good for us when he's played up front. And despite the fact that he's not necessarily as good a finisher as the likes of Vasquez and Santa Maria, he has really hit the ground running and he's doing very, very well. And 20 minutes to go, and again, we've got some tired legs out there, so we're going to just pause there, make a couple more changes, just as a highlight is about to happen. So that could be a little bit of a concern. Diamande is going to come on for Vasquez. He's still coming back to full fitness, really, Vasquez. He's done his job today, and we could be very happy with his performance. Montano, he's been a bit of a frustrating one for us so far this season. He's not really getting going either. Vuzi Swain is going to come on that left-hand side. We'll leave the midfield, I think, as is. Rodden can come off for Bulai, and we'll have Bulai as the covering defender and move Stankovic out onto that left-hand side of the three. So the substitutes will take place after this opportunity as Scales wins that header and it's just over the crossbar. It's the first real threat we've seen from Hearts today. And again, as I mentioned before, a little bit of a cagey game. But if we can grind a result out here, it would really boost our confidence after the couple of Champions League defeats that we've had. We've really suffered in them. I mean, the Lisbon one, I think we deserve to get something out of the game. Swain finds Santa Maria, and it's a very good goal, but I think he is offside by quite a convincing margin. And I'm pretty sure this is going to remain at 1-0. And it is going to remain at 1-0. But again, we've performed reasonably well today. I mean, possession-wise is relatively even, but we have controlled the game in terms of chances as well. Vargas hit into Swain, and now Gueye. Back to Stankovic, and now Vargas. Into Gueye again. Chance to get the shot away, and he does well, but it's over the bar. And Zetterstrom wasn't really challenged with that one. And with 10 minutes to go, we're looking pretty solid, even though it's only at 1-0, but anything can happen. Johnston here with a throw into Dior, back into Johnston. Chance to come down this right-hand side, whips it in toward that far post. Swain is there with a header, and that is an excellent header from Vuzi Swain. And they're talking about Diamande being offside. I mean, I didn't think Diamande was involved in that at all anyway. Dior with a great little touchdown, and Johnston, what a delivery that was. And Swain with the header over the goalkeeper, lovely looping header. Diamande wasn't involved in that at all, so why they were checking for him being offside, I'm not sure. But that is a good result for us here in the Edinburgh Derby. Good confidence boost, and Swain with a goal from left midfield. It is something that we're trying to sort out with him, just to try and push him on a little bit and give us that extra option out there. But in the end, a very comfortable performance, and that is exactly what we wanted to see. In terms of the league table, as you can see, that only puts us up to 4th after 8 matches. We've really struggled to get any consistency in our game. We're 5 points behind Celtic, and obviously we know that come the end of the season, they are going to be the ones that are going to probably be winning the title. The fact that we made a slow start won't help our cause. So, you know, it's going to be difficult, I think, to catch them, even at this early stage. Looking at the way they're performing, it could be very, very difficult. Aberdeen and Rangers there with a 2-2 draw as well. But it's very congested in that central part of the table at the moment. So not going to read too much into that for now. but obviously Celtic are the ones that we need to catch up with. Got a couple of days until the cup tie against Dundee, so bear with me, and we will be back momentarily and hopefully make a cup semi-final. Okay then guys, here we go. It's cup quarter-final time against Dundee. Aberdeen face off against St Mirren and St Johnstone against Queen's Park. In terms of the other fixture within it, I'm not entirely sure who... Oh, there we go. It's Celtic against Kilmarnock. So at the moment, with Celtic still being in it, they're probably going to be the favourites for it. But again, it is what it is. We'll go into this today. We'll do a little bit of rotation, give some of the players an opportunity, I think, today. A number of players are already away on international duty. So Welsh, Boulay and Summers have already left for international duty, which is a shame, really, because I would have played Summers today in this game. We're going to give Ross Ewing a chance in goal. It's important that we get a bit of rotation in there today, I think. Dean Martin can start up front. Touré's got a knock, which is a bit unfortunate. Selemin will start on that left-hand side. In fact, Selemin can start on the right-hand side. And we'll start Vuzi Swain on the left. Albanese, of course, is already going to be leaving the club. But we'll give Brad Gunn a start in there, I think, as well. So it's heavily rotated, but you know, we need to give these players an opportunity to perform. Touré probably would have started today as well, but again, with that knock that he has, it's a little bit unfortunate. So he will miss out today. So a number of players getting a little bit of game time here that wouldn't have normally done so. Big opportunities, bit of a risk attached to it as well. We need to make sure we stick to the plan and get the job done. The team that we're putting out certainly has the quality, in my opinion. Yes, Dundee have got some good players, but we should still be a better team than they are. Let's see if we can get the job done. The fact that we're away from home could play in Dundee's favour a little, but again, we should be able to control this cup tie. Here is Ward, launching it forward. Couldn't win the header, and O'Donnell finds Fletcher, and now Heaven into Civic. Good interception from Diamande, who's obviously one of the key players at the club, still maintaining his starting position today, just to give us that assurance in the midfield. Stankovic here into Guayen. It's a poor pass from him. And now Patterson. Under pressure from Zagos Theo. Lays it back into Guayen again. And now Selemin. Big opportunity for him today as well. Gunn into Dean Martin. And Dean Martin with his first goal of the season. It's a big opportunity for him as well. He's really struggling to break into the side. It's important that we keep him, of course, for the homegrown at club stature that we have to fill in terms of the culture of Europe. So we need to try and get some more game time to where we can. And he's taken an opportunity here today. 10 minutes in, Dean Martin with the goal. We take a deserved lead. Possession-wise, we're looking quite good. And chance creation-wise, we are dominant at the moment. Good interception there from Selemin. He couldn't quite keep it, though. And Anderson looks for Fraser Hornby. And that is a big miss, but it's fallen for former Celtic right-back Anthony Ralston. And Dundee draw level 5 minutes later. And from a defensive perspective, that was quite poor. Hornby very easily winning that header. But then from that, he just laid it back very easily for Ralston. So back at 1-1, Dundee certainly growing into the game. And we're just going to demand a little bit more from the team because we're not really maintaining control. O'Donnell's just cut through Gueye and has been shown a red card. And that could very much scupper any chance Dundee may have had today. I do feel for them. I thought that the timing of the challenge was a little off, but I think a red card may have been a little bit harsh. But we're not going to complain. We're going to hope that we can take advantage of the situation now. Gueye, under pressure from Heaven, still manages to keep hold of possession. Has support on the edge of the penalty area. It finds Diamande, nicely controlled, plays it back from Dean Martin. Now Gueye again. Couldn't get the shot through. Now Theo. Dundee, of course, every single player back behind the ball at the moment. Dean Martin. Into Stankovic. And now Diamande again. Into Kohler. Now Swain coming down this left-hand side. Can he get the cross in? He can, but it's ended up going all the way back to Kohler. And now Stankovic, again, we're very much in control now, but we need to get that goal. Gueye down the right-hand side. Again, he cuts back, finds Selemin, who does get the crossing, and there is Brad Gunn, and there is the lead. It's a well-worked goal in the end. Very, very patient build-up, a little bit too patient at times, I would have said. I mean, Gueye, when he managed to get round the defender on that right-hand side, should have probably played it into bounce here, but Selemin with the assist for Brad Gunn, and we take a deserved lead now. And that should really be the tie over. I know Dundee have got good players, as I mentioned before, but then being down to 10 men, it should really be done and dusted now. Brad Gunn with the goal and an assist in that first half as well. Very good performance from him. Certainly trying to show why he should be potentially playing a little bit more regularly as well. Selemin with a good performance, of course, with the assist for that goal for Brad Gunn. And Gueye continuing to perform well. Zago Tior, incidentally, at centre-back playing well also. I think we can be very pleased, to be honest. I mean, yes, the 10 men situation does help us, but obviously the rotation that we've put into the team today, I think it'll do some of the first teamers a bit of good to have a bit of a rest, but also confidence boost for these backups as well. So, and Fletcher's brought down Diamandi there. I think it's a little bit harsh again against Dundee. Diamandi here with the opportunity from the penalty spot. Diamandi converts the penalty with ease. It's 3-1. And on that note, we will make some changes. Diamandi can come off in that central midfield. Bakary Toure is carrying a knock, of course, but he should be okay to play a little bit of game time. I'll bring Strettengraf on for you guys as well. He's, like I say, he's played very, very well so far for us. But we'll give you guys a chance to see him in action. In terms of the central midfield side of things, we've not really got too many options, actually. Luke Messam is going to come on for Vuzi Swain. So an opportunity for Luke Messam to play. He's been transfer listed for a while, not really had any interest. We've actually not got any centre-backs available, but of course, international duty call-ups have already been made. So I think, to be honest, we'll probably just leave it at that for now. If we can avoid using the first teamers, then we will do. And that is exactly what we're looking at doing right now. Selemin, I mean, he's playing quite well. We'll leave him there. Albanese, maybe. Probably get him on as well. We'll drop Messam back into that holding role in midfield, see what he's like in there. Albanese can come on that left-hand side. That'll probably be about it in terms of substitutions. For today, there's no reason for us to make any other changes in terms of rotating the squad. So just a case of finishing the job here in the last 20 odd minutes or so. Again, possession wise, very much in our favour now as well. And having gone down to 10 men, it's just taken the sting out of the game, to be fair. Toure here into TR, and now Levitt into Stankovic. Plays it over the top. Selemin in a lot of space. Plays it into Brad Gunn, and it's a good bit of goalkeeping, actually. The keeper stood quite firm and didn't commit too early, and it very much worked in his favour. And Selemin here with the resulting corner toward that far post. Stankovic is there. Hornby does well to clear, and it remains 3-1. But a very convincing performance here from our point of view. St Johnstone leading against Queen's Park. I've just noticed there, and I think Aberdeen were leading also. Brad Gunn with the strike from the free kick, and Ward making a good save to tip it over the crossbar. And there is going to be a highlight straight away from the corner, and it's Dylan Levitt to take. Swings it in toward that far post. Bakary Toure couldn't get there. Brad Gunn does get there, and it's a looping header. And a little bit of a mishap there. I don't know if the defender's got in the way of the keeper, but he only palmed it out for another corner, and the highlight does continue. Selemin toward that far post, and Anderson clears it comfortably. Luke Messam picks it up, has an opportunity to play the pass and finds Selemin, and Selemin scores into that top corner. It's a very nice finish from Denilson Selemin. And again, another player that we brought in, he's just not really broke into the side as of yet, but that was a very neat finish from him. And Messam getting an assist in, I think it's his first game of the season, actually. Luke Messam, obviously, since converting to this three at the back, we've not needed the fullbacks at all. So a little bit harsh, really. I do like Luke Messam. I do like Vuzi Swain as well. But the quality in our midfield is telling, and we need to make use of it, which is why we're doing what we're doing at the moment. Here is Anderson into McCart. Back into Anderson again. Dundee just trying to work possession a little bit in their favour, but we're managing to drive them back relatively comfortably. Here's Ralston, plays it forward to Nisbet, and Stankovic intercepts, tries to clear, but there was not really any target for him. And Scott makes a good run, gets there first and finds Ross Nisbet, and it's his first goal of the season. And despite being down to 10 men, fair play to them, they have pulled one back, but it is a little bit too little too late for them. And we make our way into the semi-final. So, I mean, yeah, we can be happy with the results. We got the wins that we needed. Obviously, from a defensive perspective, yes, we rotated a little bit as well. But then being down to 10 men, we shouldn't really be conceding, if I'm being really strict about it. Aberdeen winning 2-0, St Johnstone winning 2-0, and of course Celtic play Kilmarnock tomorrow. And we should get the draw for the semi-final very, very shortly. So bear with me just while we push on a little bit. Obviously, international duties coming up as well. And we should get the semi-final draw momentarily. And here it is. So Celtic and Kilmarnock haven't actually played as of yet. So we'll just draw that out. And we are playing Hibernian. And Hibernian are a side that we really do struggle against. We've already lost against them in the league this season, I think. Did we lose against them? Pretty sure we lost. Yes, we lost 1-0 against them. So they're a tough nut to crack, Aberdeen, from our point of view. But that could be a very good semi-final for us. And it's just a case of whether Celtic get past Kilmarnock. Again, well, just bear with me a moment. Hopefully, we'll find out the result very, very soon. And has the game been played? I thought it was already. I thought it was already played. Oh, so I thought it was getting played the next day. It isn't. It's not actually getting played till middle of October, so that was a waste of time, wasn't it? So going forward, we'll probably get through the next 5 matches or so. Obviously, you've already seen us play Celtic, so we'll come back for the Cup semi-final against Aberdeen and Inter Milan in the Champions League. So until then, guys, thank you very much for your support. Please like, subscribe to the channel. It is all greatly appreciated. I will see you all next time. This is Big Will, signing away.